I'm Sandy Petersen, and we just got our copy of Theomachy to our house. We're very excited about it. It's on its way to you right now. This is my son Lincoln. This is my son Arthur, and we're gonna do a box opening for you so you can see what's inside of it. We're really proud of the components and value here, and let's go on with the unveiling.
So here we go, the Theomachy Warrior Gods. You're probably wondering why there's no plastic around the box. It's almost as if someone got to it first, before we did this shoot. So, here's the rulebook. Here are the myth cards for all of the different factions. There are the Norse, the Celts, the Slavonic, and the Great Old Ones. Here are the prayer deck. These are the constellation. The prayer deck is right here, and they're split into two because it's too much. And that is everything. And let's see if you can see the bronzing. The goldening. The goldening. Yes. So, here's a few characters you might recognize that we had done for the Kickstarter. So that's what's in the Warrior Gods. Obviously, if you got the poker chips, you can have these as backups for your game. But obviously, this is better than the Ancients because it has Cthulhu and Hastur and Ithaca, and I don't think the other one has that. So obviously, this is the better game.
We'll see.
And hope you enjoyed it.
Alright, so here is Theomachy the Ancients, and unlike the, well, despite what Lincoln said, this is the better one. Actually, to tell you the truth, it just feels nice. It feels like a nice, quality, good board game. I don't know. When you hold it in your hands, you'll see what I mean. Has its own rule book, but to be honest, it's basically identical to the other one because the rules are identical. The difference is they have different pantheons, so they have different gods. They have some differences in the myth deck. Of course, is completely different, slightly different prayer decks, but you can mix and match whichever pantheons you want. Okay, so here are the gods, the myth cards, the same gold foil, constellation deck, the prayer decks, and notice they have a different back, so you can easily sort. Even though the prayer decks are mix and match, you can sort, ancients and warriors pretty easily. You have to sort these, of course, by the actual pantheon because they have their pantheon symbols. So it's all easily sortable. Something I want to say about the tokens. These are awesome. They're really good quality, high quality tokens. But there's something neat in the design of these. So for a tournament game, you have to get 10 points to win. So these were mathematically designed by Sandy to be magical. So with denominations of 1, 2, 4, and 7, you can make any number up to 9 with only 2 of them. So you're never needing lots of tokens just to keep score. Okay, so I want to show you the best part of the Ancients game, in my opinion. And that is that this picture of Isis, of the Egyptian faction, is my wife. We used a picture of her, and that's awesome. Double bonus, the guy who did the box art actually used that token of hers on the back of the box. So it's awesome. To tell you the truth, she didn't really like it at first. She thought the artist was good, but she's like, that doesn't, make me look pretty and all this, and I don't know. I think she looks gorgeous, and she likes that she's in the game, so what are you gonna do? So here are the gods for the Ancients. So this is my friend Jeremy's child, represented as Matt there. I think that's how you say it. Anubis, of course. Bast. Ares for the Greeks. Marduk. He's not Greek. It's Babylon, I think. Tiamat. Yog Sothoth. Shub-Niggurath. Nyarlathotep. Ishtar. And Poseidon. There's that last Greek one. And that is the components of Theomachy the Ancients. Clearly the better of the two games, because it's the only one with Isis.
Okay, so this is the expansion for the game, the New Blood. There's other things we've produced for it besides this. There's poker chips and stuff and a game map, but we didn't get a copy of those from China yet, so we're just talking about the New Blood. So it's got a box here, which is actually not super sturdy, but I would expect that after you open this, you'll never use the box again. You'll just put these things inside one of the other boxes where they fit fine. So what do we have in it? Well, here's the chips for the special heroes and the units, the priest, the special priest, and the special Aztec dude that you get. And here are the god cards. So here's the Aztec guys. We have Coatlicue, a favorite of mine, Nahuatl, and of course the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl. Kind of like how the art here, he's like, looks like a stone carving kind of. It appealed to me. Then we have another Cthulhu one, the Nightmare faction. We have Shah Griffon, all in his proboscidean glory. We have Gatanathoa with petrifying stare, and good old Tsathoggua himself, a sleeper, as he emerges from the soil. So here's the myth cards you get for this game. Now, just to talk a little about them, this doesn't have any cards for the prayer deck. Okay, now the prayer decks of the two other games are slightly different. There's a lot of overlap, but there's different cards too in them. And so they aren't precisely the same. Now this doesn't have any prayer deck cards, it only has myth cards. There's 6 myth cards for each faction, including 2 heroes. And the back of the myth cards has the symbol of that faction, so if they get mixed up because some guy shuffled them together stupidly, you can easily sort them out and say, okay, this is the Aztecs, this is the New Blood, got it, and then you're not problematic. Now also, there's a card to giving you stats for your special priest. For example, here's Tlatelolco, the prophet of the Aztecs. Now his card is the same on both sides because you never shuffle this or anything, it's just always needs to be visible, so it's more convenient to not be able to lose it in the deck that way. For the New Blood, they get a Serpent Man card again, same both sides. But for the myth cards, these are shuffleable. It's only 6 of them, but you still shuffle them. So they have the different back, and all the backs are different that way. So if we decide to do more expansions, they'll be similar to this with a faction or 2, a small bunch of die cut counters. Look, there's the Serpent Man, and the new the new pantheons. So, and the back of this says New Blood, so you can post to your friends that you have a new thing, and that's how it goes. Nice, short, and compact. Can fit inside either box. Play with either one of them, and that is Theomachy, which I'm very proud of. I don't know if they showed it with the foil, but it's kind of a subtle bronzing on it. It looks really good, and we've seen the poker chips, and when we get those, I might even do a film about it because they're so fabulous. So thank you for watching.